One thing I've been drawing since the age of 12 is the great white shark. This is one of the things I'm very nerdy about. Okay, we're starting this sketch off with a couple of curved lines. The top line's a little bit straighter, underneath's a bit more curved, like a big bracket. And another bit of a curve there. It's the tail. Dorsal fin's going to be up here somewhere. And probably like a letter U on the side is the shape of the mouth. There's going to be a lot of teeth in there. Now, pectoral fin about here somewhere. And there's another one out this way. So it's way out there to give that sort of feeling like it's sort of partly coming towards you. Part side on, partly coming towards you. Just reshaping a bit here. Giving a little bit of a point there. Sometimes called white pointer. Down here we're going to put in the pelvic fins. So 2 pelvic fins, the other one's going to be there. And at the back here, the anal fin, there's only one anal fin. And back here we have a second dorsal fin. I might move the main dorsal fin back just a little bit, because the pectoral fins have to be more forward than the dorsal fin. So I'm going to put like a little letter Z there. On the tail here, the top part of the tail is only slightly larger than the bottom part. So it's very unusual with this. Most sharks, the top part of the tail is much longer. Popping in a few teeth here. So a little jagged letter V-shaped teeth. And a round eye, which we're going to colour in because it's blank, it's dead, it's like a doll's eye. At least that's what Quint said on Jaws. Now about here is where we're going to put in the gills. Slightly curved. I usually use brackets. I might just put some straighter ones here so it gives you the feeling that the side there is quite wide. Now the colour. Just doing a line here to work out where the colour is. The top part of the shark is a dark grey and underneath is white. Now see how I hold my pencil a different way. Hold it like this and you get a much wider line. I'm going to shade in a bit of the background here. This not only frees up your work by holding your pencil this way, it makes it a lot faster. Because now the lead that's touching the paper is at least 5 times wider than the point that was touching it before. Nice sweeping lines, really just scribble it in here. I want to give this drawing a feeling of movement. Like this shark's just moving quickly through the water. Now shading in parts of the shark. It's going to end up being quite a tonal piece. Now here I'm going to leave the top part of the head pretty much white. I'm not going to really go up there. Top of the dorsal fin a little bit, and here, even though that's white under his belly, it's going to have a bit of shade there anyway. So now we're starting to lose the shark in the background, but we're going to work on it to really bring it out. Top dorsal fin, very dark, almost black, but this part of it will leave a sort of a lighter colour. Working on the background, just putting a few little bits here to suggest there might be, I don't know, waves, seaweed, whatever's in the background. Holding the pencil normally, what I'm doing now is a bit of a jagged line, shading close to that jagged line to make it a thick dark line. And next I'm going to press heavy and lift the pencil off, just little flicks. So I'm flicking the pencil so it's actually going from heavy to light. I'm going to give a bit of line work under the shark and then shade to it. so it doesn't look like a line, it looks more like a shadow. Fixing in some of the teeth. I say shade in, I'm not shading in completely, I'm actually sneaking other teeth behind that. And a little bit of shade there, so it's like an indentation. Again here with the line. I'm going to come through with this line quite strong, but then I'm going to get rid of the line with a bit of shade. So you have the outside line, but it's not actually a line standing up by itself. That shade's softening the line. I'm going to shade a little bit between each one of these gills. Just pick one side shade and leave the other side light. And now I'm just adding shady bits here. So I'm shading down to the first pectoral fin there. And here, really just flicking it, just like I did with the main fin. Just flicking that through, just scribbling it in. This is giving it sort of almost like action lines, like a cartoon. But sort of giving it a bit of movement. And it's a bit of freedom. It's a very freeing way of shading. You gotta have a bit of a I don't care attitude sometimes to make this stuff work. Okay, second dorsal fin in. Now, going over here, see a little Z in there. A little bit tattery. It's like the ends of their fins are sometimes a bit tattery, just like a fish. Because they are a fish. Doing that flicking style again, pressing heavy, then flicking it up off the paper so it goes light. So you should have a variation from very dark to light. And again, all the lines going the same way, giving it that action look. Doing a nice heavy outline there, and again, just giving this fin a bit of shape. They're actually quite large, the pectoral fins at the front here. A little bit of shade, but not too much, because the light would be hitting the top. But under here, a bit of shadow. Now the pelvis fins, same deal, just a little bit of shading on there. And the anal fin, a little bit of shade there, a little wiggle for that. Let's mark in this other pectoral fin, give it a bit of shape. Nice, smooth, rounded, beautiful shapes. Sharks are beautiful animals. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to add some more background to make this bit here really stand out. Really flick out some really heavy lines here. So when you squint at it, you can see this edge is really starting to show out now. So the top part of his head's lighter than the background, which means it looks like it's emerging from the background. Better put his nose in. Forgot his nose. A little bit of shade near the eye there too, but not too much. Don't want to go overboard with this. Starting to look good now. A few more action lines here. Really can go crazy with some of these lines. I like the river rough lines like this. Make it look like you've just really knocked this up like a really quick, fast sketch. Yeah, it's giving it a bit of action. Get a little bit of darkness there. So the most contrasty parts are still on the shark, and the background sort of fades back a bit. And there is our little drawing of a very fast moving great white shark. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. I think the next time I draw a great white, I think I'll just concentrate on drawing the business end. I'll see you next time.